Hi guys, and welcome to my channel where today we're looking at the art journal based on my inspiration to do the postcards similar to Griffin and Sabine. Now I use different stuff, different things, I didn't use the guy, I used the stamp. And the first one, I just kind of mimicked him, and it probably will kind of follow his lead as far as colors and ideas, although all of these won't be the same. Now I'm going to put this one over here. This is going to be my art journal. What I have to figure out, though, is do I want to do envelopes over the sides and do my postcards so they'll slide in and leave the book as is, which is going to result in a very large journal. So what I may do is, like I did the first one, I may cut it up, I'm going to leave the signatures in, but I think that I'm going to cut it up from here, widen the spine, and then put the signatures back in. Okay, and then I have to figure out, because you have to gesso the watercolor to do these, right? So I put gesso down first, and it didn't lumpy up too bad, but I definitely, you got to put that gesso on. So what I'm wondering is, here's the thought. If I took my watercolor pad first, where'd my watercolor pad go? Here it is. Sorry guys, I put everything away from the previous video. So I have my watercolor pad, which we could make the pages out of, right? But I would have to gesso them first before going into the book, and that way it's all done and I don't have that buckle, right? And then I cut them wide enough, but I'm also going to have to cut them and then figure out a way to hinge them, or I hinge them and then put, like I cut them a certain length, and then here's what I'm talking about when I say hinge. Let me get my old one out. Let me get the one, not old one, but this one. Okay, this was my first one, and I took the signatures out, as you can see, and then they fit barely fit. So, but once you start putting stuff in here, like envelopes, etc., it's gonna bulk up. So then I did my pages like this is the first page, and then this is the actual page. So then we have these pockets, etc. My thought process is to do, let's just cut one. Let me cut one, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so we know our book is just over 8. So we're going to cut it 8 by 8 square. All right, 8 by 8 square, and then I'll show you what I mean by tabs. We'll just go a smidge over 8. And over here to 8. This is what I mean by tabs. Okay, so using this as an example, here is our spine, right? Here's our page and our spine. This is our page. Okay. It's an original, but I don't want, this would be the front. This would be the back, see? And then these would get tabs. Not necessarily a tab. Tab is probably not a good word. Like, this is even too wide. Fold up, guys. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get there. You will see what I mean. Now this is rough cut. This is an example. And when we're just playing around with ideas. But see, this would be over. Glued in. So then when we went to put it in the signature, and I may as well just glue it. Or okay, so you got the idea of how it might fit in the book. Let's just close this book. Let's work on this. This is what I'm talking about. So this would be a piece of sketch paper or something similar. We're going to glue this in here. And I may, well, yeah, it'll still work. I was like, I might have cut that a little too long, but that's okay. I don't think it's going to make a difference. All right, so we're going to glue this. I'm rambling, but I don't mean to be. It'll all be making sense here in just a second. So we're going to put our paper in. Right, and then the second one. I should have done it this way because this is the back side. This is the back side. So it would be honestly much neater than this. Like I said, this is an example. All right, so now we have our full page. What happened? What happened? Oh, I was like, what happened? What happened? So I got one over and one under. All right, so then it would go into the journal, into the signature, like this. Okay, so you would have this for your art spot, right? I don't think I got that cut down the right size, but it's not going to matter. It's just an example. So then you're able to do your art here, and your page is already going to be gessoed. Then you flip and you can do art here, page already gessoed, but this will be a little bit thinner. It won't be as wide. And then you got a pocket here, and whatever it is you're going to do. But all of this will be watercolor paper. You could actually do this. This is an incredible idea. Check this out. Okay, you could do this with the watercolor paper, just like that, right? And this would be your pocket. You could do your color swatches. Yeah, you could do page 1, split it in half, like this would be blah, blah, blah. Over here would be your color swatches. Yes, guys. Oh my God. Neurons are firing. So that's how this will go. I've got it. So hang out with me. Stay with me. This is going to be flipping incredible. And we're going to go ahead and get started on an art journal. Yes. A different kind of art journal. An interactive art journal. And I do got to cut this down. And I definitely got to lift that off. we'll just make this one of these. I don't know what I'll do with that, but we'll use this one, and I'll get a better measurement. I'm so excited I can't even talk. So yeah, our pages will be, that looks like 7.5, not 8.5. Huh. Wait, was I wrong on that one? Yeah, 7.5 by 7.5. So I need to do my papers all 7.5 by 7.5, and then I got a gesso, however you want to say it. Yay! That's what we're doing, y'all. And then stay tuned, because we're going to start that next. That's going to be our next project, and we will work on that here, there, and yonder. That's not going to be an overnight sensation, nor is it going to be something we got to do right now. But I am going to use this one, and I think I'll leave that. I think I'm going to gesso that dust cover on there, just because I like the way it looks, and then I'll take this stuff off the spine here. Oh, yep. Stay with me, guys. Can you feel the excitement? All right, I'll see you in the next video.